If you like Formos and Francis, don't forget to subscribe.
One tree on this planet that's really special. It's a source of food, it's a shelter for people, and it's the origin of many stories. If you haven't guessed yet, we're gonna show you one of the most important trees in the world, the baobab. Welcome to Kano! We are in front of the most majestic tree you will find in West Africa, which is the African baobab, named in Latin Adansonia digitata. However, this tree is not only majestic but also very significant in the culture in West Africa. Not only because it provides food, but also when you look at its shape and its ability to go through the dry season without suffering, it's just impressive.
And it provides different kinds of production, like their leaf can be eaten, and also their fruit can be grinded, and it will becomes like a flour powders, and then they make it like a milk. So it's really a fruitful tree and an important plant for the locals.
So why is the baobab tree so fascinating and important? That's because it symbolizes the family tree, and it represents ancestry and unity. It serves as a gathering place where villagers come together to discuss public affairs on special occasions.
Now, if I overlay two maps, on the right in black where baobabs grow and in red where Hausa people are found, you can see that there is a strong tie between this culture and the tree. In Hausa, you call baobab kuka, which is related to kuka, which means cry. Why is the baobab crying? It's because its fruits are in the shape of tears. And because of that, we have many tales about that tree. We went to the Emir's palace to find one of the oldest baobabs in Nigeria. If you don't know what is the Emir's palace, please watch the video in the description. Back to the point, this baobab is 500 years old. That's ancient, basically. In the Hausa culture, the baobab tree is sacred. Sometimes it's even considered to be the home of spirits. This tree is definitely magic because it's providing income for families with its leaves and its fruits. Here in northern Nigeria, the dry season is so long, from 8 to 9 months without a single drop of rain. It's thanks to its thick skin and its spongy body that the baobab can hold so much water, making it the longest lived tree in sub-Saharan Africa. And it's cherished and used by all the other animals, including human, as a source of water in the most desperate times.
Remember the last time I was holding this. This is the tear of the baobab, which is also the fruits. As you can see, inside, this one is already quite very dry, so it's when it's fresh, it's more humid and more fresh. But you can
basically found it on the floor in the field.
Yes, and so you can see inside this brown parts are the fresh of the fruits, and usually they will eat and drink the fresh, which you can see.
The flesh now inside don't look really good because it's been sitting there for too long, but actually when it's harvested, the flesh will look like this, and when you buy it, it looks like that.
Yes, so this one that you can buy it or you can prepare yourself, and also you can buy some like this already being grind into powder on the market, so that you can make it into like a milk for babies, which will full of vitamin B and proteins. And now we're gonna try.
So you can make a drink very easily. All you need to make that drink is to buy the flesh of the baobab, and then you let it sit for 24 hours, after which you filter it with a tablecloth, for example. And then you have this delicious drink. And here in northern Nigeria, people like to drink it with sugar in it. It's not necessary because it actually tastes delicious without sugar as well. It's really, Ting, you compared it to plum wine, isn't it?
Yes, I think it tastes very like plum juice. And I can instantly feel that, oh, it will be good for your digestion, because that's also we know about plum juice. Cheers.
So yes, the baobab fruit is really the fruit of digestion. So one interesting thing as well is that it helps with constipation, but it also helps to regulate diarrhea. So it will help to regulate any trouble of digestion. And it's very rich in protein as well, and very poor in fat. So it's a very interesting fruit to consume.
I really like it. It tastes very fresh and very light. And it feels like even you can have a small cup before any meals, so that it can help you. It's like when you have some vinegars as the pre-drink. Yes, in like a Din Tai Fung in Taiwanese restaurant, sometimes they will serve like a small cup of vinegar. Of course, it's diluted, but it will help you to have the whole meal. That's more easy to digest. So try yourself. It's very easy to make if you are in Africa.